open with history.
أعطونا السلام. I am a child with something to say. Why listen to me? I am a child who wants to play. Why don't you let me?
We never question why children in Palestine shouldn't be resilient. We never question why children in Palestine should have a chance to live and not walk with a cup of coffee at the age of 5 discussing what's going to happen next with the occupation. We never discuss how children don't really get to go out and play football in the street without the fear of being bombed. We don't question how parents in Palestine raise their children praying that one day they will at least die shaheed. And not only do they die shaheed in any normal way, they die with their limbs in different parts of the street. They die almost completely unidentifiable. These are things 77 years later and the general public is still not questioning. So when we listen to these things, we need to start talking to people about how children in Palestine should be children and not young adults. Even young adults don't get to be young adults as we get to be young adults.
In Al-Abbasiyya, west of Jaffa, which is Jaffa for everyone, on the 13th of December in 1947, the Argonne has attacked the town, killing 7 people.
Assalamu alaikum. The people of Gaza are facing a deep humanitarian crisis with limited access to food, water and medical care. Supporting Gaza means standing up for human rights and ensuring that innocent civilians can live in peace and dignity. Now more than ever, compassion and action are urgently needed.
My name is Yasmin. I'm a member of the Palestinian Youth Movement, and tonight we held a vigil alongside other community and student organizations because every year Palestinians commemorate the Nakbah of 1948, which means the catastrophe when over 750,000 Palestinians were ethnically cleansed from their land. And generally the way that day is understood in Palestinian history is that it created the reality that obviously allowed the existence of the Zionist entity as a state, but also it was like the huge launch of kind of the system of dispossession, of land grabs, of Palestinian lands, but not only so, like we see later as the struggle develops, Israel invading and occupying other lands in the region like the south of Lebanon, in Syria, in Egypt, and of course what we're witnessing today, almost 20 months into the genocide, is this essential foundational logic of Zionism, which is that it is impossible, quite literally, to hold together Israeli society without the continuous death and destruction of Palestinian land, of the Palestinian people. And yeah, that's like really clear when we look at what's happening on the ground in Gaza, and the fact that whenever there is fissures in Israeli society, the only thing holding it together is this united genocidal orientation towards the Palestinian people. When we think about what the Palestinian struggle teaches us, we think about the principles of steadfastness, of sacrifice, of the importance of continued resistance to the Zionist project. It's obviously really important that we come together, we honor the martyrs, hold onto the cultural heritage that unites the Palestinian people, but we know that the true meaning of solidarity, the true meaning of bearing witness to what's happening to our siblings on the ground, is to assume our responsibility to continue disrupting in any way possible the very concrete way that the British establishment is complicit and actually is enacting the genocide that is happening in Gaza, whether it's through surveillance flights, whether it's through the continued supply of weapons, whether it's through the diplomatic cover that they offer the Israeli state. So when we look at, this commemoration that is happening all around the world, the Palestinian people are not being commemorated because they're already dead. We're commemorating a specific historical event that obviously lays the foundation for the political reality that Palestinian people live in today, that the people of the entire region live in today. And so we should see it as actually a moment for us to reflect on our responsibility to double down in our commitment to resisting British complicity, American complicity, any kind of political power that facilitates the